And the only reason why we're in our own way is because we listen to ourselves all the time. And so I see this a lot in comments, like a comment recently. Now, I'm going to be very forward. There was a post about voting, and the post was about utilizing the mail-in votes. So as an example, so I open my big mouth and I say, if you are a breathing human being, get your behind up and go vote in person. Like, the message was really about being empowered by yourself to go vote in person. Just do it on your own. Hi, my belly dance buddy. So it really wasn't like a jab at people who can't walk. And it wasn't a jab at people who are unable to, So people read into things like as though they're personally involved in something. And that's getting in your own way. Because I didn't say anything offensive. The persons chose to be offended by something that was stated as a mantra of empowerment, which is, if you are breathing and you can go vote in person. What was wrong about that? So I love my friend very much who posted it, but your friends came for me, and I'm about, yes. Anyway, so a lot of times we get in our own way. So I was speaking with a good friend of mine yesterday who opened up about something very personal. And I commended him for it because I said, not many people will say, like, I effed up. And not many people will say, like, I need a timeout to work on myself. And that goes on all platforms. And I think even for us in this lockdown process, I'm just speaking of us in California because I think we're on house arrest. Because everybody either supported something wrong, or you just a messed up person. Or you just knew something was messed up and didn't do anything about it. Everyone's accountable. That's just how it is right now in California. Everybody is accountable for everything. And I think a lot of times we're looking to blame somebody for something. We're looking to point the finger. But you can only point a finger at yourself. And pointing the finger at yourself can actually be the alternative to releasing all this affliction and releasing all this anger and not being pissy all the time. Because I see a lot of, sorry for my language, but cursing is such a good therapy right now. But yeah, people are very pissy. They're very pissy. More now than ever. And it's like, okay, you finding something to be mad about every single hour of the day when, if you have a sense of humor, just make people laugh. Like, just make fun of the situation. Or, there's nothing you can do to fix anything other than put a positive seed into the situation, amplify everyone's vibration, make them laugh. At least we're all hurting at the same time. Everybody's hurting. So that's the positive thing, is everybody's going through it right now. But a lot of us get in our own way. I get in my own way. I think every second of the day I get in my own way because I'm in my thoughts. I am in my thoughts. Even like me looking at my beard. I need to fix this, buddy. Yeah, I get in my own way. Like, instead of just going from point A to B, what we do is, hi Alexa. Instead of going from point A to B, what we do is we go, wait, let me make a pit stop and let me correct myself. And let me filter this because I know I'm going to offend somebody. Or, I know, like, the ex is going to feel something. I know somebody's going to reach out to me. So on that note, the person I was speaking to yesterday, who was going through an interesting challenge right now, reached out to me and said, you're the only person that I can, be vulnerable with. You're the only person that I could, open all of this dialogue to. I'm like, why me? because I love you. I'm like, you have loved me, but that was the past. Today is a whole nother chapter. We are not the past anymore. We didn't work then, and we're not going to work in the future. So, but the moment now, I will be here and I'll support you. Because what happened is when you care about people, you get in their way and they get in your way until you both learn. I saw this quote yesterday that said, relationship is not about being the same, but helping each other move forward. Something like that. It was on point though. Not being the same, but working together. And if two can't work together, then why the hell are you going to renegotiate? Why make these sit downs and chit chats about like what we need to work on when working together was the resolution from the get go? I was mentioning on the weekend, I go on dinner dates. I still chit chat with people. And, even though we're in a pandemic and we're supposed to fear everybody who we're close proximity with, I don't care. If I care about somebody, I want to get to know them. If I get sick, I get sick. That's just it. I have a human heart. I have a human integrity. And I know how to take care of myself if I'm ill. Simple as that. So me showing that much towards somebody should open a bridge of compassion. But then if that person gets in the way of their own selves, that's when I'm like, I'm done, son. And that's what happened. So homie texted me yesterday too, talking about, you're supposed to stay the whole weekend. You're supposed to leave on Monday. What happened? I was uncomfortable. And he was like, well, I don't know why you would be uncomfortable. And I said, well, because we just weren't working together. It was about you and your self-pleasure and your instant gratifications and the ways that you want things. And I'm tired of serving that. That's what having a job was. That's what working full-time is about. We're not to serve and slave ourselves when it comes to relationship, period. Or even within ourselves, we're not supposed to be in this over obsessive compulsive thinking of how to do something better over and over and over and over and over. That's getting in our way. If you can just be cool with yourself for your flaws, for your mistakes, who cares? Because the moment now is not the past. And if we were to say, here's a metaphor, this cup of tea. If this was the past, present, and future, will it ever change? No. So you can go back or forward, but guess what? This will always stay the same. But what you put in it will always be different. So the moment is what matters, right? But what holds the matter is something, but there's nothing in something all the time. If that make any sense? That's just how I think all the time. Instead of getting in my way and blocking myself and creating boundaries of these thought processes that set me back, I think of different things like that help me move forward. Like, oh, life is like that mug. At least there's structure to hold the moment. Experience and wear and tear really allows you to, benefit. Moving on. I want to go into a literal sense because this whole plandemic is annoying because it's in the way of everybody. So I'm like in a discussion with housing. I'm trying to transition because here ain't working out. Here is not working out. The way that everything's falling apart, it's not working out. The economy here in Long Beach ain't working out. We don't see eye to eye. So not putting more investment into here. It's more an investing and putting ideas into going forward. And I share this because I think a lot of us are in this situation where we're contemplating what to do. But instead of contemplating, I think you should just apply for everything. If you go on Section 8, apply for Section 8. Get your food stamps, get on the system, get your welfare, be a baby mama. And get your alimony, get your child support, sue jobs, class action lawsuits. Now's the time to be ghetto and be hood and turn it around. The system used us citizens of the United States specifically for a long time. Now we need to turn it around. Use that damn system. That's what it's there for. And use it doesn't mean a bad thing. Utilize it. Turn it around, darling. And allow it to work in your benefit. Because that's the way that life should be. Everything should be working with us and for us. You think I'm playing, girl? I got my EBT cord. It didn't have much money on it, but anyways, I'm not saying break a finger and, but yeah, it's tough. So what's in my way is health because, well, you can't even find a job right now that will pay you enough to pay your rent. So it's kind of like chasing the tail. Why go look for more work when you're only going to get 2 to 4 hours? Or you work from home with less income. You're still not going to be able to take care of everything. So it's kind of like trying to figure out what to do while you're on a benefit those of us who are on a benefit. It just sucks because, I didn't think about my whole unemployment plan would go towards, surviving 2020. I thought it was going to go towards rent and investing in a home and getting another car. So I got hijacked. That's just kind of how I feel personally, was I got hijacked. Yes. I'm speaking to your existence, Alexa. Speaking right into you. No, it's true though. Everybody is, my opening statement was, everyone is accountable for everything. So if someone messed up, they need to pay the price. If you messed up, you don't need to pay the price, but you need to understand how you could have paid the price. And that's what I was sharing with my friend because I guess I'll be honest because no one will know who this person is. So I had a friend who checked into a recovery facility because he admitted it. He or she admitted that they're going through a tough time with addiction. And that's a topic a lot of people don't talk about. There's a lot of things we keep quiet about things because I think society has made us embarrassed and ashamed of ourselves when they categorize something as a cause of a behavioral cycle that won't change because of your race, color, orientation, and circumstance. But I know the downward spiral of my friend. And the downward spiral was because it wasn't relationship and it wasn't children. It was job, relationship, and children. And that can just make someone shut down. And I think on the opposite end, being without children, being without a job or relationship is exactly the same feelings. But instead of reaching out for help, people are just going depression. It's like going inward when you don't have those things, and then it's sort of like spiral out over there when you have them. So if you are without the complete balance, it's kind of a good thing right now. It's kind of good that you eliminate one thing versus spiraling out, or it's best to be without all of them and just have a low energy, but there's still hope. So, that was kind of smart, Aaron Davis. I like using my brain. No, I like to share dialogue because I think we're losing the conversation of our peers. We're not speaking to each other verbally and physically. So I just kind of want to start the trend. But out of the 3,000 people I follow, I do not see anybody doing live streams and talking. So At least it welcomes people to message me privately and they can talk to me privately. So we're on the topic of getting in the way of yourself. Props to my mama because she volunteers at a school, elementary school. And even given the circumstance, they called her yesterday and said, school's starting tomorrow. This is in Redondo Beach, Alta Vista. Hey, shout out to Redondo. What was our hand gesture, Redondo? The R. Baby locas. But my mom, she was like, if it's about the kids' future, I'm there. If I get sick over the kids' future, as long as they knew what I stood for before I got sick. Or, my mom's pretty cool. She's really cool that way. I remark a lot of her behavior, good and bad and indifferent. Let's be honest. But yeah, she doesn't get in the way of herself. And I think that's the most important thing. I actually told her yesterday because I was giving her, she gave me put-ups and I give her put-ups. And that's like our rules of conversation. Well, since my brother had passed, we made a pact that every time we talk on the phone, we would give each other 2 put-ups just for fun. She would give me 2 and I'll give her 2. The 2 I gave her yesterday was, I'm so honored that I have a role model who doesn't back out of shit. She doesn't back out. Like, if she knows it's the wrong step in terms of emotional enabling, she still goes with it. Whole foot. And then here goes the left. Boom. So that's why I was proud of her. I said, there's nothing to go back and regret. There's nothing to go back and rehash and go, let's fix that. It's already done. And basically, I always like to think of yesterday as in nothing. Because I'm one of those people starting to believe that humans only created time, humans created days. Even though they say God created 7 days. Humans still wrote the Bible. In my opinion, the sun is just rotating. And when the sun is gone, we see the moon. When the sun is nearby, we see daylight. I'm starting to think that way. So in that term, there really wasn't a past, and there really wasn't yesterday, and there really wasn't, that story back then. It's just us, like a flower. A flower ain't got days of the week, doesn't have to do no studies or history. A flower just comes out of the ground, blooms, it shares its experience with the commonwealth, and then it dies. That's just kind of how I see things now. A year ago, I didn't see it that way. Strange when you sit in your own thoughts and you try to you try to unravel your thoughts that you raveled, and you start to think that way. That everything is not what it's told to be. It is just how you are into it with yourself. What is your own intuition telling you? And that's why I think a lot of people get in their way on social media, because your intuition may tell you something that might separate you from the mass majority of people, but yet you still say something to cater to the mass majority because everybody is saying the same thing and thinking the same way, and then making you feel stupid because you don't agree with everybody. So then you get in your own way. And I think that's why, people, they love what I do, but sometimes they do that when they see me write something. Hi, Shireen. Yeah, I write things. The reason why I think I write controversial stuff when I stir the pot intentionally, it's because, it's setting a seed where everybody can start thinking like this. Because I think if one person uses the example of expanding consciousness, then everybody expands consciousness. So it's a win for everybody. But the moment that one person goes, but I don't see it that way, but I don't agree with you. That's not how I see it. No, that's not true. When you do that, I'm just looking at you like you are blocking your damn self from yourself, because the road to move forward is over there. I'm sorry, it's over here. And you're doing this. You know, if somebody said, I have the way out of this maze, and you're like, but we're not in the maze. Am I going to listen to you? No. So that's why I continue to keep my dialogue, because I'm trying to speak to the people who get me, and the people who get themselves, and the people who want to group together and move forward, because relying on a savior to come to save you is only going to waste your time when you could save your damn self. There's a lot of things you can do to save your damn self. We're still trying to figure out how to save our damn selves. But utilize everything that is able right now. No one is telling us what to apply to and what opportunities are out there. Like, this is like a time to be very abundant and reap what you sow. So if you don't sow nothing, you basically gonna be cold. You're gonna have nothing on your back. So I think it's, I don't know where this motivation comes from. I know I just wake up every day and I'm just like, dude, you feel like shit, but you can't allow the stench to take over. You know what I mean? You can't allow the clouds and the fog to, if they weigh you down, go down with it. Go down and then walk to FedEx while you feel down. Go print something. You know, one thing that I've done every day was I set one goal, just one, even if it's clean the dishes, one goal. And just that practice every day of having one goal and I achieve it. Even if I feel tired, like I look very tired. You guys can tell I'm stressed. I'm stressed, but I'm not like, I can't do anything, I have no hope. It's more of like, ooh, I have to look for something else to do while I'm folding my clothes. And I have to eat something because food is good. I know I must take my vitamins while I'm stressed. But that's what we got to do. Like, if you teach yourself to get through your personal afflictions while you're getting shit done, then guess what? You will never be weak. You'll only gain strength, and there won't be anything that you can't do, because everything you've done in your weakest moment was a win. It was a strength. Get your life. Right, I like that. Get your life. Get your life. Get it. Find it. And the people who are haters, they tried it. They tried it. I kind of like this situation of 2020 being... 2020 is really not the crappiest year to me. I think 2017 was like horrible. 2017... I don't even recall what happened in 2017 because I was over it. I think everybody who... Like, people didn't even know why they didn't like me, but they just kind of came up with something. And I don't really care anymore. That's why I like quarantine life. Because like I just kind of developed an alter ego where I just really don't care. Like, oh, I owe back rent? I don't care. Get your life. You get yours, I'll get mine. You want to cause me issues? Waste your time. Go for it. But what we not gonna do, what we not going to do today is we are not gonna hold me back. I am not gonna hold myself back. And you know, I'll be honest, there are times where I think the romantic department, you know, I think that holds me back a little bit because I'm always finding myself aligned with the same personality from the last almost relationship. And I'm almost in these relationships, but then it's like they do something so stupid every time. Like, I'm going to treat, like, he gonna treat you like trying to make you feel what he feels because you didn't go through it. And just because you didn't go through it doesn't mean you gotta feel that. So don't be talking to me like that. Like I need to feel what you feel. Get out of here. Get your life. So that was February. March was, look, I got priorities, boo. I got things to do. Hi, Joanne. I got a life. And you trying to, like, have me morph into your personal assistant, your secretary, your cook, your chef. Like, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So that was March. April was like, hey, we. And then, I don't know. I think I find myself in situations where, like, somebody wants to be like, a booty call. But then they're like, there's something I like about you. There's something I want to get to know about you. I want to know more about you. And it's like, it ain't going to work because when you meet someone in booty call status, this is getting in the way of themselves, booty calls. What happens is they've already did a round around the pond and they taught themselves that is the game. So every time they come around to you, it doesn't mean that, it's kind of like the orbit around the sun. The Earth's going to rotate, so this is your relationship. But guys have a tendency to do this. It's like they got you, and then they want everybody else. This is just their natural instinct. Now, if a real genuine man or a real genuine person knows how to tap into his feminine self, he'll know to cater only to what is nurturing to his feminine self. What makes him feel girly, I think, anchors a man into staying with something, even if it's a job or a cat. Like, I have a straight neighbor. He loves his cat. There's like something about straight men and cats and their security with themselves. And they're so, like, confident with their sexuality. Like, it's like, that man got a kitty cat. I've noticed men with cats are probably good guys. It's true, though, Joanne. It's true. It's very true, though. Like, men with dogs, their attention span is just like the dog. Because I think of these things a lot. I think of the man with the fish. I'm practicing independence. Look, fish, you looking at me and you want some food. Look, I said food and he went. Oh, I should show you guys this really quick since I'm randomly talking about the fish. This fish it acts like a dog, but I didn't train it. I swear to you, watch. Hamilton. Hi, Hamilton. Say hi to Facebook. Look, he's just like a dog, you guys. Watch. His fish's name is Hamilton. Hamilton, come here, Hamilton. Come here, Hamilton. Say hi. See, he's like a dog. Hi, Hamilton. Who's happy? Who's happy? Who's a happy fish? Who is a very happy little fish? Can you go to the right? Can you go to the left? Go to the left. Hey, go to the left, Hamilton. Go to the left. Go to the right. Can you sit? He's like, feed me. His name is Sir Jameson Hamilton III. And he needs to get fed. Hamill, really? I had to put him on a vegan diet, so he's getting veggies, so he's more hungrier now. I'm I'm sorry, people are watching you eat. You monster. Greedy ass monster. Bye. Done with you. Bye. I told you he acts like a dog. Sir Jameson Hamilton III. Yeah, I like how about you shorten Aaron? So, in conclusion, just to wrap up what I was talking about today, because I don't want to waste your guys' time. So, Joanne, you came in late, but I was talking about when people get in their own way, and a lot of times we'll see that other people get in their own way. I just stay quiet because there's nothing you can do, nothing you can say that will get them to look in the mirror. Even if you tell them to look in the mirror, they ain't gonna want to do it because they're in their way. People who are not in their way will go, oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, let me think about that. I think you're onto something. Like, people who don't get in their way always seem to have an open-ended response to things, even if they're frustrated and pissed off about something. Like, if I got mad about something because someone checked me, I do that and I go, you know what? It's not even worth it. So after 10 minutes, I go do my own thing. But what I really found out about when I get angry, I just take a nap. There's nothing like resolving things while you sleep, because I have this weird thing where I'm gonna do another live stream later today, because this is what I was talking about. I think I figured out, and this was over the last 24 hours. I think I figured out how to subconsciously do therapy to myself. It's strange, but it's like, because I had this strange therapy session last week with this dude, and I canceled his appointment today because he trying to tell me what he wanted to talk about. Like, Aaron, so what do you want to talk about today? How can I be of service to you today? What would you like me to tell you? I'm like, okay, let me give you advice to tell me for advice, and you get paid for it. Really? You need to do your job, and you need to get your life. I'll do it tonight at 7. But the trick about this is I go over dialogue. Like, let's say I go over my plan, a list, and I'll just put like 3 things on the list because I don't want to overwhelm myself. 3 things would be like, oh, tomorrow I need to get my housing thing done. Then I need to go walk to the bank. Even if it's for no reason, just go to the bank, go to ATM, take out $20 here, put it on that card that I don't use, because I'm trying to stack up my $5. But I have an investment account, and I have a savings that I spend, and I have my checking, and I have my Venmo and my Acorns. So I have like 5 different things going on, and I have my stocks. So even though I'm not rich, I'm scattering stuff everywhere. So that way, when an emergency actually comes, I'm just swoop and I'm good. Yep. But I didn't know how to do all that until I went over my plan before I went to sleep. So when I go to sleep, I dream about these things, and I'm actually doing these things in my dream, and I'm waking up feeling successful and accomplished. And then my attitude is better. But there's a thing about cortisol, melatonin, serotonin, and endorphins. And I'm learning that when my body doesn't have them all aligned, that's when I get anxiety. That's when I'm like, for no reason. Or when I get upset, I'm like, but that's why when I'm upset, I go to sleep. And some people laugh at that. They're like, you can't sleep off your problems. Well, you know what? I'm getting less anxiety than I did before because I went to sleep when I was angry. I went to sleep when I was upset, or it's almost like training your body to turn off whenever everything's getting amplified up. So it's a little body hack that I caught on to. So I'll share that later. Acorns is an investment account. So it started off as only investment, where you connect your bank account and you're sending, I don't know, let's say you spend $2 at the gas station. 25 cents will go to your Acorns account. It's kind of like an acorn on a tree. It take, like a squirrel puts acorns aside before it hibernates, you know? So that's kind of what the metaphor is. But then you're given an allowance monthly. So let's say your allowance is $25 from your Acorns account. But every week you're putting in $5 to $10. So every week I don't know I'm doing this, but yeah, I just connected my bank account, and $5 a week ain't nothing. So it's going to that. And yeah, it's just making sure there's money in that bank account. Yeah. Yeah, but it's really smart to do these things. I try to find little things to do. Like, I think Panda Push. It's a game on the phone. If you have an iPhone, it's bomb. But Panda Push. So you could spend a month playing that game and not earn any money until like month number 2. But you would accumulate like $250 just by playing a stupid game and watching the commercials. Ugh. But I've been playing 3 games, and they're all at $75, but you can't cash out until $100. So it's like, But do what you gotta do, boo. Gotta invest in yourself and stop getting your own way. Or when the economy or society gets in your way and they create these blockages where you can't do nothing, you find a way. So if I gotta play a game on my phone for an extra $10, a week, great. Because that's $40 at the end of the month. For free. Okay, I'll let you guys go. Have a wonderful day. Bye, Alexa. Tell Olivia Uncle Aaron says bye. Bye, Joanne. I'm gonna give you this face, Joanne. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Bye.